Hey YouTube, it's Adam from Bionic-Gaming. Today I'm going to bring you a tutorial on how to take an image from your computer and turn it into an Excel spreadsheet so you can turn it into a cross-stitch pattern or a needlepoint pattern in this case, where you do it on plastic canvas with yarn. I do this quite a bit. It makes it fun and easy, and it also allows me to use a black and white printer because I can add characters into the cells and then it'll print in black and white, and I'll show you all that now. You're going to need a few tools to get started, and they're all free, so why don't we get to it? Well, here we see a website called Ninite, which is absolutely great. It's fantastic. I suggest you do it if you are installing Windows on anybody's computer, if you're the techie in your family and you're fixing up your mom's computer. If you don't know about Ninite, go out there now. It's just ninite.com. I'll include a link down below. But what we have here is a website, and it's a silent installer. It will install all of these apps without you touching anything. I can even zoom in and look, it flips around. You choose the apps that you want. In this case, what we need is paint.net, and actually that is it for this tutorial, which is really nice. But I would suggest going through and picking up Firefox and KeePass if you need a password safe, all the different runtimes, a couple different utilities. You can read about them, figure it out. But once we select paint.net, we can hit Get Installer. This will take us to the download page and kick off our download. So we'll say Save File. We'll just go to my folder that I created for this tutorial and save it there. Now that downloads just a small installer file. It actually doesn't contain all the apps. It is just a launcher. So we're going to kick that off, and I already have paint.net installed, so you will have to actually install it. It'll take a little bit of time, but it won't take too long for one application. So it kicks off and it says preparing setup. You can show extra details, otherwise it would be just like a shrinked up in just a progress bar. Mine is up to date, so I don't need anything, and this is great because what you can do is you can set up a Windows task to schedule Ninite to run. I have mine set up to run on the 1st of every month, and so then that'll make sure that if there are any updates to the apps that I have downloaded, it will update them. So anyway, we are up to date with paint.net, and we're going to go back over here, and now we're going to go to this boydevlin.co.uk, again, link down below, and this is called Excelart, and it is the most fantastic software I've seen. I just Googled for image to Excel, and this came up. It takes an image, creates the Excel out of it, goes pixel by pixel. It's fantastic. You just kind of have to click on free download. Now, when I first came out here to this website today, it said the certificate was expired, the security certificate. It was get me out of here or continue. Just continue in. It's not spamware or malware or anything. It's just a very small executable, and you will download this one as well. Again, we'll download it into our downloads folder. It's just a small zip file. Extract that. I have 7-zip, which is another thing that I got from Ninite, but Windows zipper will unzip this as well. We'll extract that there. Don't need to touch that just yet. Next step is to get a sprite that we want to use, and this is a great website, Spriters-Resource. I've come out here for many video game sprite. Basically, they're rips straight from the video games, and I've selected NES on the side. We're just going to go straight into Super Mario because it's everybody's favorite. Or if it's not, then well, oh well. And we will pick, yeah, sure, the Mario Bros. You can click download sheet, or you can right click save image as. Download sheet pops up a little save. We say save file. Downloads Mario Bros.ping. So now that is in our folder, and we are going to right click and go open with and paint.net. Now if paint.net is your only image editor, then you probably don't need to do the open with. It may have edit with paint.net right there, but this is just the universal way to do it. It's 8-bit. It's right from the video game, so it's really small. So to grab one of the images, we're going to have to zoom in, and we will just grab Mario walking here. Grab the this rectangular select tool, which is right up here. Oh, that's great. The tools window doesn't show in the video, but anyway, trust me, there's a little rectangular select tool, and just select your image that you want. Copy it. Control C. Control N will create a new image. And what's nice about paint.net is it carried over the size of the selection that we just had, so 17 pixels by 31 pixels. Very cool. We hit OK, and then hit Control V for paste, and Control D deselects. And now we have that. So we can go File, Save As, and we'll save this as Mario Walk. And you want to save it as a bitmap image, BMP. I don't know if it really matters all that much to the Excel art program, but I know it just likes to work with that. So that's what I'm going with. So we'll make a new folder out here, and we'll call it we'll just call it Excel art. And we'll save Mario Walk into Excel art. You can leave this as the default. Hit OK. We're done in paint.net. Now we can open up our Excel art freeware.exe. It's a standalone. It doesn't take an install, which is awesome. We're going to locate our image, which is under my tutorial, Excel art, Mario Walk.bmp. Now it looks a little blurry here, which is okay. It knows what to do. It says it's 17 by 31 pixels, which is exactly what we had. We want it to be full color. You can also select it to be black and white or sepia if you want. Full color is what we're going with, and since it's such a small image, even though it says estimated time required, it's gonna go like that. So then all you do is click Create Excel Art. Pops up a little done window and says Excel Art created. It creates that Excel file in the Excel Art directory, so I can hit OK. Now if you don't have Excel installed, that is okay. You can open up that Excel file in openoffice.org if that's what you have, or you can even probably upload it to Google Docs and edit it there. I have Excel, so I'm going to edit it here. One way to get your, well, we're at 75% zoom, we'll zoom into 100%, but these pixels are a little small for me, so I'm going to select all and grab the line next to A and drag it to 24 pixels, and grab it next to 2 and drag it to 24 pixels, and there's our image. And now these are individual cells with the background color of what we had in our image. Transparent turns into white, but that also saves that as white in the bitmap image. So there's Mario. Awesome. Okay, well now I only have a black and white printer. Oh crap. So now I need to go and give each cell an A. Well, that's boring. Why don't we do something in Excel? I'm going to put an A in there. I'm going to copy that cell. Control F for find. Format. Choose format from cell. Select one of the blank ones. This is an awesome feature in Excel. Click find all, and then it leaves the first one selected. Roll down to the last one. Hit the shift key. Shift click selects all of them. Now it's kind of goofy, but you have to click back on the main Excel window, hit Control V, and boom, A is in all of them. And we can do this for all of these. So I'm going to take B. Now that's a dark color, so I'm actually going to change the font color to white. Now you don't want to select that one because it'll only select ones with that background color and the white font color. We're going to hit select all again, yada yada yada, paste that in there, and now we're going to C. Just quickly go through and do all of these guys. And then if you want, you know, do your whites. Now I think another reason to use the bitmap image versus any other format is the colors are always the same. Even though I had an image with white, I used the paint bucket, went white. Some of them weren't white when it came out of Excel art. It looked white in Excel, but it didn't turn out that way. So when I did this find all, it didn't register all of them. Next thing I usually do is I give it a all borders. So now we have lines going around, and I'll insert and insert. So I clicked on A, right click, insert, clicked on one, right click, insert. I do this because now I can go 1, 2, 3. You can double click on the little black box in the cell after selecting 1, 2, 3, and it'll drag it out. Oops. Now horizontal doesn't work that way. You have to actually drag the black. So now I know, okay, this entire row is 1, 2, yada yada yada. You can go ahead and print this, and now you know how to make your pattern for your coaster or whatever you're making. I'm actually creating the entire World 1 map from Super Mario Bros. 3. It's really freaking big, but this makes it extremely easy to make that. And 8-bit characters are great for this because they're so small. Now when you get into larger images, Excel art takes a second to register. Do I have an image available? Well, let's go out to N64. Grab something bigger. Super Mario 64. That's something bigger, right? Pokey. Well, that's a little small. Paintings. That's small too. Anyway, you don't need to see that, but the free version of Excel art can take you up to, what does the website say? If you click on Excel Pro, up to 5,000 Excel cells. That's more than enough for anybody's use when it comes to making a pattern for anything. You could even take this to knitting or crocheting if you really wanted to. It works great. I've been playing with other stitch programs and it just didn't work. So that is how you take an image and turn it into Excel art. I hope I taught you something. I hope I helped. Not that this is a very sought-after skill, but I might have taught you something a little bit along the way with different shortcuts. I know I went a little fast. But if you have any questions, post them in the comments down below. I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. And if you like it, like it. If you like to subscribe, I'm going to try and do a little more of these if I can think of things to teach you. And I hope it was enjoyable. Have a great day, guys. Thanks. Boy, you're super.